Good morning. Good morning, good morning. Hi, Spooky. Hi, Kijor. How are you doing? You're on your way to work again? You're having breakfast at McDonald's. I've never been a fan of McDonald's breakfast. If I'm being honest. I've never been a fan of McDonald's. Well, I mean, no. I like McDonald's. I just haven't been a fan of their breakfast, but I think I'm just not having the right breakfast. Y'all have a good time, behave yourselves. Don't bully Akiko too much. I'll see you later. I'm sorry, I don't know if I caught you before you left. Their breakfast is the only good thing aside from the nuggets? I never liked any of their breakfast. But then again, I think I've always had the pancakes, which was always so dry, and I never enjoyed it. Dry pancakes is never enjoyable. And then I don't like heavy syrup. I don't like it to be too sugary. Heavy on the sugar, heavy on the syrup. But then at the same time, because it's so dry, it feels like you need that. I would put syrup sometimes. I just never understood. I didn't want it to be too drowning. You know? Then at that point I might as well have they're just sponges for the syrup. Let me just drink the syrup at that point. But I think cause I would always have memories of like going on road trips or something, right? Going on road trips, and then when you're on a road trip, quick breakfast, you get a McDonald's, get some McBreakfast, and then it's just like unsatisfying, and it's like I never enjoyed it. But I only ever had the pancake because I didn't know anything else. And then I think there was one time I had something about a sausage. That was okay. I never had any of the croissant, which I don't know if that's a McDonald's thing. I don't know. I don't remember. I don't know the menu enough. I just know that I don't like any of the breakfast. But I will say hash browns. I recently had tried some hash browns. That's okay. I'm okay with hash browns now. Hash browns are basically just flat fries. They're just ground up flat fries. McDonald's is best on road trips. I don't like McDonald's breakfast. So I got really angry, right? I got really angry when they were like, now we've made breakfast available all day. I'm like, all day? What about the rest of the menu? Why can't you make the rest of the menu available all day as well? Because I'd get so frustrated on those road trips because I would be the only one that would wait. I would have to wait until 11 until they started serving the nuggets so that I could have nuggets instead of the nasty breakfast. Hi, Evil. How are you doing? Pay no attention to it? Why? What do you mean? What's wrong? What? Today is... I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I'm gonna be open. I'm gonna be honest. I'm slightly not feeling well today, but today is a very special day, and I wanted to make sure that I made this day. I wanted to be sure that I was here for it, because today we're having a special launch on Gamefound for one of our games. We're doing, and it's actually gonna go live in like 40 minutes. It's gonna go live in 40 minutes, so that's really exciting. I don't know if I'm allowed to show. 35 minutes. It goes live in 35 minutes and 47 seconds. Wait. I wonder if I can do this. Hold on. Can I? Wait. Let me do this. Happen to me. I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. I don't know what I'm allowed to show, but I figured the countdown timer is okay to show. That's okay to show. We got 34 minutes. You got work meeting to attend, so you'll come back in a bit. Wonder what the helmet is all about. We're launching on Gamefound. We're doing core connections, which, if anyone is familiar with, is our mecha board game. We're launching the second one in the series. So I thought in honor of that I would try. Oh, where's my card sleeves? I was gonna sleeve the first core connection games. 33 minutes. We got 33 minutes. Do you guys know a lot about mecha? Or what is your favorite mecha anime? What is your favorite mecha anime? Do you like super robots or do you like regular robots? More realistic robots. I was never a fan of super robots. I found that I actually liked more realistic robots. So things like I liked Nadesco, I like Patlabor. Those ones I liked. Where like the robots actually have like weaknesses and stipulations. Things like what's it called? Is it Gao Gaigar? The super robot ones, where it feels like their power level is depicted based off of how loud they scream. Like, ah! I don't know how I felt about those. As much as you enjoy Patlabor, Gurren Lagann is just too hype. I've never watched Gurren Lagann. I consider Gurren Lagann. I've never watched it, but based off of what small clippets and scenes and stuff that I've seen, I think I would consider it a super robot. Because I'm pretty sure they do a lot of screaming, don't they? They do a lot of screaming. It definitely is. Definitely is. A lot of it. A lot of screaming. Yeah. Have you seen Gao Gaigar? That's what it felt like watching Gao Gaigar. Where it was just like the same sort of routine. Where it's just like, oh man, this bad guy is beating the hero to a pulp. Oh no. Scream louder. The louder you scream, the more powerful you become. And then the last hit that destroys the monster is always like the loudest scream. I feel so sorry for the voice actors. Vaguely. 31 minutes. Should I wait for it to start? Or should I start sleeving now? I kind of want to sleeve now. Because this stream might end up being a short stream just because of me feeling unwell. Let me see if I can get some sleeves here. S cried count. I know the name, but my brain isn't remembering the imagery. I don't know what that one is. The people turned into were-mechs. I mean, it's mecha-esque, I guess. I'm trying to think what's the most non-mecha mecha the anime that I've ever seen was. I mean, technically, Bubblegum Crisis is a mecha anime, but those ones were just power suits. Those ones are power suits. I liked Bubblegum Crisis. That was kind of cool. I like Bubblegum Crisis. Honorable mention to Boku Ranu for being extremely tragic, and even thinking about it makes you tear up. Is that the one where the kids die? I don't think I've ever seen it, but I remember being told a lot about like the kids that go into the mechas and then they die or something like that. It's like uh 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 yep, kids pilot a mecha with their life force and die afterwards. So that's sad. I've never seen that one, but I've just been told about it. It's like what's the magical girl one that also like blew people's minds? In my head, the only thing I keep thinking about, yeah, Madoka Magica. Yeah, it's like Madoka Magica for mecha. Let me go ahead and switch over. This is Core Connections. Let me go ahead and my stream deck doesn't seem to be working, unfortunately. I'll re-add in that timer so that we know when it launches. Oh no. Oh no. Ah! You don't see any of that. You don't see any of that. You don't see any of that. You just see the timer. We just see the timer. Only the timer. Only the timer. That's all we see. I don't know how much I'm supposed to show. We just see the timer. That's all we see, right guys? That's all we saw. Only the timer. This one, let me turn that off. We have the first core connections right here. So it is Rise of Atlantis. So in the bond between pilot and machine lies the connection to the future. Core Connection Rise of Atlantis is a deck-building RPG-style card game for 2 to 4 players. Each player assumes the role of one of 7 chosen warriors who pilot the ancient war machines known as resonance with their royal wavelengths. These pilots face the greatest threat mankind has ever seen, the lost empire of Atlantis. Ride your mighty resonant into battle to become the one true hero that will save Atlantis. Speaking of timers, Amiku Hatsune Tamagotchi is going to open for pre-order soon. Tamagotchi? I'm surprised there wasn't one already. You know what I mean? I'm surprised there wasn't one already. Give me a quick second. Hello. Ah! Sorry about that. let's see. So let's go ahead and open the game. Hydrate. Thank you. I do have water over here. I also made some soup before starting stream. So after stream, I should have some. I should be able to have some soup. So I'm looking forward to that. I'm trying to think. There's a mecha anime that I actually have been wanting to see because I saw it when I was younger. But I never got to finish it, and it was because it was when the family had like cable or satellite or one of those things where they give you all the special channels, and it was on one of those special channels. It was like Tech TV, either Tech TV or like a specific G4, like the video game channel or something like that. And so I watched it a little bit there, and then I never got a chance to actually watch it some more. I don't know if you guys would know it, but it's called like Better Man. It's called Better Man. That's another mecha anime. But that one, it's like, the only thing I remember from it is that it's kind of creepy. It's kind of creepy. Sorry, I'm like opening it very slowly. There we go. You never heard of it? It's really cool. It's kind of creepy. I don't know how to explain it because I don't remember much of the episodes except for like, you know, the pre episode, like, how do you say it? The trailer for every episode is always creepy. It's always like very obscure and creepy, and it's like always like this faint girl's voice just saying like really weird things. Oh my goodness, the art is so cool. This is very, very mecha right here. This is very Gao Gai Gar and Gurren Lagann. This is all very super robot. OVA? Is it an OVA? I don't think so. It was a whole series that I never really got to watch. Oh my god, I love that this definitely feels very mecha. Better Man, how do you define Better Man? I think the one thing that I remember about Better Man is that the mechas were piloted by two people. You had to have two people pilot them. And so like it took also like their mentality or something like that. Their mental, like that gauged into like how the mecha was being piloted. It was based off of their mentality or their psyche or whatnot. Hi Gecko, how are you doing? We're just talking about mecha. What's your favorite mecha? Do you have any favorite mechas? I'm trying to talk about Better Man. I don't know, have you, sorry, I'm like blabbering on. Have you heard of Better Man? But the one thing that I remember was that there was one episode where this couple, you kind of like Gundam, but you don't know much about that. That's fair. That's fair. I only watched. I'm like, I know Gundam, but I'm not so heavy into it, right? I'm a scrub, and I only watched the Backstreet Boys of Gundam. I only watched Gundam Wing. I'm a bit of a scrub. I'm sorry. I apologize. But I know I know a fair bit because I know some people that like mecha. But I found that like I only like realistic mechas and not the super robots. But you do know about one of the games you sell, Core Connections. You think, yeah, this is Core Connections right here. We're actually sleeving it today. We're sleeving it today. And the timer on the top left, that's the timer for when the second one is going to go live on Gamefound. Are you going to get it? It was at Japan Expo in Paris, so you discovered it there. Why? You're from Paris? Wow. Yeah. You would love to play the first one? Yeah. I haven't, obviously I haven't gotten a chance to play it. I tend to like to I need to sleeve my cards first before I play them. So I figure I might as well kill two birds with one stone and be able to hang out with you guys while I sleeve them and check out the art together and stuff. Mm. You are from Paris and you've worked at the booth. Oh, hi. Looks really cool though. Yeah, yeah. It does look really cool. Well, welcome in. I'm glad that you're here. I'm glad. Are you getting the second game? It's gonna go live. I remember one of the other games that went live. It was very exciting. And then you always have to babysit it, right? Because it's always like the first. It's like no matter how much you prepare, there's always something. So this one's the first game. It's not the second game that's going live on Gamefound. This is the first game. You're curious about the game? Also happy that you have subtitles on? Yeah! Yeah. I've been experimenting with subtitles and trying to find one that works well. Oop. Originally, I was doing the default, the experimental default for OBS, and it wasn't very good. It wasn't very good. Unfortunately. It was actually really awkward, but it had a lot of laughs just because of how awkward it was. So I'm actually happy with this one. This one's pretty good. The only problem is that it does have to have a web browser open for it to work. So this one is a high frequency blade. I'm assuming for it's an attachment. Short range encounters. Okay. We've got a couple of them. So we're gonna do this the same way that we did with the dominant games. I don't have any flashy sleeves for this one. So we're just going to make sure that they get protected. There are different solutions for live captioning. You know one without having to have a web browser open? Yeah, I'd definitely be interested. I'm experimenting. There was a couple of other ones that I was trying out. There was a captioner / translator that I found, and I tried to set that one up, but I couldn't get it to work. And whatever I did now makes it so that my computer live captions everything it hears on its own. It opens a separate window for itself, and so now it's like if I'm watching a video on another monitor, it'll be captioning that video in its own little tiny window, and I'm just like, what are you doing, computer? Why are you doing this? And then if you can imagine, if I have multiple windows open with so many different audios on, then it's just going crazy and it can't figure itself out, and I feel so sorry for him. You'll DM me? Okay, thank you. This is the Gatling pod. Are these all? How many attachments are there? Oh my goodness, that one's cute. That's a cute attachment. I wouldn't imagine the person to be an attachment. Gatling pod. If I were to have a mecha, what kind of weapon would I have? So I'm a little bit biased, right? Because I liked Gundam Wing. I only know those guys and their weapons, and they had like the Death Scythe. They had like the Shenrong dragon arms. What did they have? So one was a sword, one was a scythe, one was the long arms, one was what was... Wow, is that all I remember? I know there was the sand one, but what was his weapon? Oh no. I hope there's no Gundam, like huge Gundam fans that are gonna judge me for for not knowing. Impact, impact resistant shield, right there. You know mechas? You watch Power Rangers when you were a kid? Oh yeah? How many Power Rangers did you get to? I watched Power Rangers when I was a kid, and then also there was I think the last Power Rangers I remember was the one where they were police and there was that dog, the dog captain guy. That one was a little weird. Mm-hmm. And then what's the other one? Common Rider? Common Rider? I haven't watched a lot of that, but I've watched a lot of skits. Those ones are nice too. Power Rangers timeline is so messed up and dark. It's dark? What do you mean it's dark? You mean it's not just like um you mean it's not just like fun? Like they go on adventures, they are the chosen ones sort of thing? EM Knuckles. EMP. Oh, EM Knuckles? EM Punch. You saw the samurai, the ninja, and the dinosaur ones. There's a dinosaur one? Ninja? I wonder which one that is. I've only seen the original one. I think there was a second season one. And then the one with the dog. The one where they're the police. The one where they're the police. Yeah. Mighty Morphin is the dino one. Is it? All I remember is Saber-tooth Tiger! We got a rail gun. It's really, really dark. Lots of dying and erasing of people through time travel, brainwashing, and others. Really? Nuh-uh. Erasing people? The only thing I remember was the Green Ranger turning into the White Ranger. That's all I remember. And the whistle. And being able to control a mecha with flute. And just being like, you know, a Pied Piper with your mecha. Who needs to sit and press really complicated controls? Just whistle your flute and make a couple of notes and all that other stuff. How do you choreograph that with your mecha? Anti-vril barrier. Look at that. Ooh, look at that. We've got 11 minutes, guys. We've got 11 minutes until the Gamefound page goes live. Dino Force, Dino Charge is the Dino one. You don't remember Mighty Morphin? I vaguely remember. I don't remember the names. I'm not going to remember the names. You show me pictures. You guys show me pictures and I'll be able to be like, yeah. And I think, which one was it? Was it the Green Ranger or the Red Ranger that came back? He came back like during, it's like one of the most recent Power Rangers. He came back as like a mentor. The series finales that end with the Power Rangers losing for sequel bait, so that the next series Power Rangers have to step up in a ruined world ruled by evil peeps. Oh my goodness, really? They did that? It's so crazy. It's so crazy, like the story that they've entangled themselves in. Do they do their own mecha battles now? Here's the Navi system we saw earlier. It looks really pretty. Do they do their own in a kid show? Apparently. Ha! Zordon also being morally gray at times. I don't remember that. Man, I thought the show was like such simple times, you know? I vaguely remember the saucer robot. I know that one. I forgot what his name was. But I remember, I think there was one of the recent ones where only the green one came back, and he was tasked with training the new rangers. But yeah, wait. Do they do their own robot scenes now? Because isn't it the original Power Rangers? They just had they took the mecha scenes, so they just acted the human stuff, and then they took all of the mecha scenes from like a different show and just dubbed over it, right? The show is cool about keeping things lighthearted in individual episodes, but the overarching storyline is pretty messed up. Oh my god. I wonder if there's any videos explaining that. I'd be intrigued to watch that. I would be intrigued to watch that. Just to see the overarching story. I didn't get to finishing explaining Better Man. There was one episode, the only episode that I remember, right? Is that there was these couple pilots, so it takes two people to pilot a mecha. And this one pairing, they were a couple, and the mecha started acting really weird, and they were like, what is going on, like why what is going on? And it turns out it was because she was pregnant, and the baby was kind of, getting sentient and going crazy, and making the mecha act all weird, and that's the only thing I remember from that episode preview. The frontline base. The base. I think, what's another one? I really like Nadesco. That one I think I would have to say is my favorite mecha. That one, I think the flaw with the mecha is that they have to stay close to the ship, to the main ship, because they have like a really small battery, and they have to stay within proximity, otherwise they lose power and then they can't move. So then they would get stranded, and then they have to get picked up. I like that one. Oh, and then there's another mecha one. I guess it counts as mecha. There's also an anime that I would watch. It's called Vandred. I think it's, yeah, Vandred. And that one, in the story, it was about it's like in the future, in civilization. There's like a whole society, a planet that is just males, and they're fighting against aliens, which are female, all females, and they all think each other are aliens because that's just how they've lived all those centuries and stuff like that. But in the anime, they get into a situation where their ships kind of merge, and they have to deal with each other to survive. And the guys have like the mecha pilot thingy, and the girls have like these like pew pew ships or whatnot, and their machines merge to be stronger mecha stuff. That one's pretty cool. I like that one. Although there's a lot of fan service to that, but it's really cool because I think, well, it's like fan service slash harem, because the main guy, I think, there's three female protagonists to the one male guy, and then in terms of male to female ratio, it's a whole ship of females, and there's only three guys in total on the ship, so there's a lot of shenanigans that go on. There's the emergency booster. Pew pew. What else was there? I wish I could talk about Patlabor, but honest to goodness, I actually don't think I've seen the whole series or any of it. I've only seen some snippets, and I like that. I like those. We got 4 minutes. 4 minutes. I've never seen. I'm gonna be. I've never seen Evangelion, unfortunately. Back when it was first originally popular, I figure it was too scary and graphic for me. I think it was too graphic. Well, not graphic, but too heavy for me. So I actually never got to watch Evangelion, and I don't know if I would. I mean, it's good. It's great. It's one of those classics. I accept it as a classic. Definitely something that would have to be watched. And it's got a banger music. It's still plenty graphic and heavy. Knowing you, you'd recommend skipping it, really, but it's such a classic. It's such a classic. It is like OG classic of like mecha and all of those memes and stuff. There's memes in there. There's like the hot springs penguin, Pen Pen. I know of Pen Pen. I know of stuff and the DDR in sync things, and then that's as far as I know, just only because there were so many online gifs of those scenes. There's the implosion generator. Oh, that's right. There you go. Is that too loud? I forgot about the music. Dude, I love that this comes with its own dice. And these are very, very pretty. But also at the same time, like, well, I guess these are all D20s, aren't they? These are all D20s. So I guess I don't have that much. But I was about to say, like, I just got dice. They're not all D20s, but it's just like, I just got dice. Now I have more D20s. Now I'll never need a D20 in my life. I'll never need another D20. But D20s are so fun. They're so fun. Sensory amplifier. She's plugged in. Such a big... It's such a big die. It's like the size... Yeah, it is the size of my hand. It's a stress ball. But it's a D20, so it's multifunctional. It's a squishy, and I can roll it if I feel like it. So I like that. Multifunctional. Squishy, and I can roll it. But I did also get a regular sized die. I did get regular sized dice. "15 seconds. Oh, wait. 6 seconds. 5 seconds. Are you guys ready? 2, 1. Oh, dick. Start imminent. It's live. It's live. It's live. Ayo. Wait. Hello? Stretching. Maybe this way? This way. Look at that. It's live. It's live. Oh, hello. Cookies? Sure. It is live. It is live. Oh, wait. Hello? Oh. So it is live. So we have, actually let me go here. So on Gamefound, we have it live on Gamefound. Thank you, Spooky. Thank you. What's going on? So this is Core Connections. I am sleeving Core Connections 1, but we just launched Core Connections 2 on Gamefound. So it's something that you can pre-order right now. And on the page, so like you can look over everything, all of the different components and whatnot. It's all very, very exciting. And then it explains some of the game setup. And then for the rewards, look at that cool mat you can get. If you like the way it looks, you can get both Game 1 and Game 2. You can also get, it looks like they've got special promotional cards. Oh my goodness, everything's just so fierce and fiery and bold. And how do I say? I really like the colors, honestly. It definitely feels like what's that? The anime that's not a mecha, but it's done by a mecha studio. The one with the chick that wears the school uniform that acts like a mecha and she fights with a scissor blade. You know what I'm talking about. Mech building card game? Yeah, mech building card game. Super exciting. Kill la Kill? Yeah. That's the one I was thinking about. Oh! Ah! Okay. I'm gonna keep sleeving. We'll leave that there. So that I can see how you doing. How small do I want to make this? Over there? I'm just being weird now at this point. The campaign's live for 16 days. So you guys do have time to think about it. You do have time to think about it. There's Godforge. But I mean, look at all this amazing art. Real pilots don't build their mechs. Real pilots increase their angst by screaming. This one's really cool too. This one's Godforge. You've not played many board games because people are scary. Aww. Do you have a lot of tabletop cafes where you're at? They are some of the friendliest people if you can find like a tabletop cafe. But you love mech and tech stuff? How do you play the game? So it's pretty much a deck builder, but like as you can see this pile, they're all attachments. So you're kind of like building your mech. We haven't gotten to the characters, which I'm assuming is in this pile. And it looks like these ones, they say tactics. So you're building your team as well. We've got a lot of operators. But at the same time, I'm not surprised. You would need a lot of assistance. There used to be a store near your area where you could go and find people to play tabletop and card games. Oh no, COVID hit them hard. I know, there was actually one that used to be near me. And I used to message them on Facebook. This was when I think I started learning magic at the beginning of COVID, and so like we had talked a little bit about it, and then during the pandemic, I was messaging them on Facebook like, hey, just checking in if you guys are still good, and their last message to me was like, oh yeah, we're good. You know, we're doing this system where people can like pre-order and stop by and pick up things and stuff like that. And I'm like, oh, that's good to hear. That's so good to hear because you're so nice and friendly. I want you to survive. And then now that everything's starting to open back up, they're not there anymore, and I'm very sad. And I'm like, oh no, they ended up not being able to make it. Mm-hmm. You just looked it up? They're permanently closed. That's very unfortunate. Oh. We've got mechanic, an engineer, emergency budget. Let's look at the mechanic guy though. Very nice, very nice. Unfortunately, that is how it is. But hopefully, you know, as they say, right? When one door closes, another one opens. So hopefully, with things opening up, maybe people, I know it's like everyone's gotten so used to being digital and long distance and being remote, but at the same time, hopefully being able to be open again, people will want to get together, get closer and whatnot, because it's really nice. It's really nice being unplugged every once in a while. There you go. Look at the engineer. I grew up very, very simple. So it was like I grew up a lot with chess and oh wait. Oh god. Hello. Doesn't help. I'm wearing I grew up with chess and mahjong and solitaire. It's like a bad day to wear glasses today. It's being really weird. I should also. This is how I'm feeling. That's how I'm feeling. And oh, this deal with it. Yeah. I'm dealing with it. Uh-oh. There we go. That looks better, right? Okay. But yeah, I grew up on I grew up on a lot of chess. Evil. I find that the tracking, the webcam tracking is inferior to the iPad. Unfortunately, um, I failed to recall charging it properly. Double hat setup, yeah. Yeah. To let you guys know how scuff I am, but just deal with it. Rush supplies and maintenance. So these are the other ones. So let me show you some rush supplies. This is how I'm feeling right now. I'm feeling rush supplies. There's Stop. Mecha game. Yeah, hi Pots, how you doing? Do you like mecha? What is your favorite mecha? What is your favorite mecha anime? Mecha game? Mecha genre? Mecha show? Any of that stuff. We are sleeving Core Connections, the first one, and we just launched Core Connections 2 on Gamefound. If you are interested, you can pre-order it off of Gamefound, and you'll get a lot of cool perks and benefits, early access stuff, bundle deals, awesome sauce. Okay, so that is all of that component stuff. Now, I'm curious to see it set up to, was it 6? 7? The players, the actual characters, not. I know it's like there's like specific characters, the chosen one, as they said. In order. Oh, we've got an order. Gundam Wing. I know Gundam Wing. Zone of the Enders. Classic. Second Runner. I don't recall that one. And the Megas XLR. What? I don't recognize that one either. Give me 1 second. Because anime, game, and show. Megas XLR, let's go. Oh, you recognize that, Evil? What is that? I've never heard of that. Megas was such a good show. You don't know why they canceled it? It got canceled? Undergoing maintenance. No. It wasn't watched enough for Cartoon Network to warrant a continuation or something like that. You're so bummed. I don't recognize this. You loved it as a kid? It's a show from Cartoon Network. It was an anime, though? Or was it like a Cartoon Network show? I think I have cartoon, but really, really stylized. Oh, let me see if I can look that up. I'm curious. So you said it was Megas XLR. That was like the first thing that... Oh! I recognize this! The truck driver! The truck driver! Yeah! Okay, okay, I recognize. Yeah! It aired on the Toonami block from May 1, 2004 to January 15, 2005. 2 seasons totaling 26 episodes before... Really? It's that small? It only lasted that long? Only 26 episodes? Did the show have a resolution? Or was there no resolution because it got cancelled? If you liked Megas XLR, you strongly recommend looking up Motor City on YouTube. Another great cartoon that died too early. I don't recognize Motor City. Megas XLR, humanity gets cornered by an alien empire in 3004. Uh-oh. In the future. We're predicting the future again. They develop the ultimate mecha. They send it to the past to try and save the future. A guy buys it for $15 in the 2000s Detroit. Why? Why? What? And transforms it in his car? Transforms the mecha into his car? Into the truck? If you like this now dead show, watch another now dead show. Thanks. That's the plot. I guess I've never watched the first episode. I just know it was a mecha truck driver. Oh, this one's really cool. Look at the art of this one. Oh, hello. I snapped hard. Your pilot becomes awakened. That, oh, and there's even quote right there. Core connect. This is definitely a super robot. This is definitely super robot we're playing with. It's a screaming card. Yes, yes indeed. That's the plot. Co-op was a legend. Coop or co-op? You know, the moment I saw that, when I was looking it up, it made me think of, like, if we're talking about old cartoons, it made me think of, you guys know the online comics? Like, there's an online comic that I like to read that I ignore every few years. I ignore its existence for a couple of years, and then I pick it up again because, you know, I wait for a couple of chapters because I'm a binge reader, right? I don't like waiting week by week. I'm so impatient, so I have to pretend. I have to, like, basically drop it off the face of the universe, wait a couple of years, and then check up on it again. But it's called Bleed Man Comics, and they have this, like, Powerpuff Girl Donjin comic they've been working on. And I really, really like it because they bring together a bunch of old cartoons. They bring together a bunch of cartoons in general. So it's like, the Powerpuff Girls, I think, are now in elementary or whatnot. They go to school with Dexter or something like that. They go to school with Dexter. Is it elementary or middle school? I think they might be in middle school, actually. They're a little bit aged up. So they go to school with Dexter, Buttercup. She's got like a crush on Samurai Jack, who's like the PE teacher. Um, it's really good. It's a really good online comic if you guys are like interested in that kind of stuff. It sounds amazing. It's really good, and the art style is really cool. If you guys start reading it, his art style changes too a little bit. He used to draw with like everyone with giant feet, and then they changed. But like his art is super amazing. Bleed Man is his art is super duper amazing. I think if you search up Bleed Man comics, it should come up. I don't know too much about the backstory or anything. I just know that I think he shares the domain, the website, with some other people. And I think the main host of the website is Snafu Comics. That's the main owner of the comic or the website domain that his comic is hosted on. Speaking of art, you should continue coloring. It looks so good. Your art is so good. And it definitely feels very much like the Darkest Dungeon. Friendly Fire. That's me right there. Friendly Fire. You lose an attachment from this. Oh no, that's some pretty heavy Friendly Fire right there. What are you using to color it? What program are you using? Friendly Fire isn't? Isn't what? Friendly? Advanced developments. Ooh, that's a big gun. That's a really big gun. Look at that. Oh, the whole phrase? Friendly Fire isn't friendly. Unless it's a love tap. Unless you're just being like friendly tapped on the shoulder. Coordinated attack. Look at that. The painting on some of these arts are just so amazing. You know, we were talking about Kill la Kill earlier, or at least we mentioned it. I remember watching a segment of Kill la Kill at Anime Expo when it was first new. I remember watching it and just being mesmerized, right? And I was just like looking at it. I'm just like, this is really captivating, but captivating also in a way that it 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 annoys me. Like it's good. It's good. It's doing its job by captivating in a very particular way, and I don't know why it stands out to me. And it was because I realized I'm just like, it's because it's done by a mecha person, so they were basically pulling their mecha tricks on people. Studio Trigger? Yeah. What's another one? What's another one that I've watched that's Studio Trigger? Is BNA Studio Trigger? BNA? Was B&A Studio Trigger? I think that also has the same feel. Brand New Animal? Was it Brand New Animal? Brand New Animal was nice. There's Sabotage. Oh, hello. Isn't there a new anime that Studio Trigger is covering right now? I think I saw the trailer. I don't remember off the top of my head. I'm really bad at that stuff. That it looks really good. Use Photoshop for the sketch. Once you scan the pencil pen, you make it. You use Photoshop to make it digital. You're basically drawing on top of it, right? You're drawing on top of the scan, or are you extrapolating? I mean, at the same time, I guess it might be better to draw over it again, isn't it? I used to do that. Oops. I know I'm fidgeting about because I'm covering the camera every time I bring this up. Traitorous deeds. Cyberpunk? Is that done by Trigger? Just on top of it, keep the pen sketch half opacity, then just draw over it. Yeah. So the workflow that I used to do was I would draw it in pencil on paper, and then I would ink it, right? I would have the acid-free inks, the pens. I forgot what they're called, but they were like the macro pens or something like that. I would ink it in with those, and I'd have to be really careful, and they have different sizes and whatnot. Erase all the pencil. So after inking, I would erase all the pencil, then I would scan it in, and then I would have to go into the levels in Photoshop, mess with it so that the whites were truly white and the blacks were truly black, and then do a color selection so that it grabs all of the whites and then gets rid of all of the whites so that all you're left with is just the line art, and then use that in color, like, you know, use that, treat that as if it were line art. Nowadays, I either do it all purely on digital, like from start to finish, or I'll doodle a sketch in paper, quickly take a picture of it with my phone, and then upload that into my program, and then ink over that. I do the inking on digital because they have stabilizers now, so it looks so clean when you use stabilizers. Concentrated fire. But in terms of coloring, I'm still really new. I'm still really bad at the coloring. I am not as practiced or skilled, and then especially with the program that I'm using, I'm not too familiar with it. I use Clip. I used to use Photoshop. I used to do it all in Photoshop. Interesting way of doing it. You quite like drawing over it digitally to get the edges just right. Yeah, this is true. This is very true. But I guess I'm like, I wasn't, when I did that, it was mainly because like I didn't have a tablet. So when I would do that and color it in, I would have to color it in with mouse. So that's at most I could do coloring, but I didn't trust myself to do inking and stuff with a mouse. So we finally got into the pilots. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, 6. These are our pilots. And then we've got mysterious pilot. Mysterious pilot. Bam bam bam. Ah. You got a small set of Faber-Castell black pens. Use that over the pencil and erase the pencil. I wonder, was it Faber-Castell that I don't think it was Faber-Castell that I used. I used like the acid-free, like the Japanese ones, but I'm not 100% sure if they were Faber. Interesting way of doing it. You're not great with colors yourself. Total noob in that regard. It's a learning process. It's definitely a learning process. Even when doing traditional art, doing like pastels is difficult. For me, it's kind of difficult. I'm very simplistic. I'm a very simplistic person, and I think that makes it even more difficult because I like things being like clean and organized, which obviously, like, the more abstract and experimental you are with your colors and techniques, then you find your own style, and it makes it like wow and pop and unique. So we've got, oh my goodness, I thought that was that's a skirt. That's a school uniform. Potential cosplay. Yeah. I'd like a red coat that... Wait, is that a gym coat or is that a leather coat? It's like I'd want a frickin' red coat this fierce. I'd want to cosplay this. And then this one kind of looks like the blonde chick? The blonde chick from that one anime where there's that guy that's like he's like a red coated vampire, and I think his name was like Helsing or something. She looks like the blue coat military blonde chick that eventually turns vampire. I don't know the names. I'm bad. And then we've got Romana. She's adorable. I like her. She's super adorable. Mm-hmm. Oh, she's adorable. She's got a rat tail. I approve. I automatically approve of rat tails because it's not a common hairstyle. I approve. Take a photo of your set of pens? Yeah! I'd be curious to see. They're also acid free? Oh, that's good then. That's very good. Ah! I didn't show off Cleo and Patra. Elharm. Is that like Cleo and Patra? Cleopatra? Cleo and Patra. They're adorable though. I like them. And then we've got Rasha. Drag off. Now that I'm looking at them, all of the pilots are female. Teehee. Oh my god. Oh my god, these are the different mechas? Hold on, how do I show this? What's the best way to show this? So these are the different mechas. We've got, this one's the purple one. Then we've got that one. I guess the two girls share the one. They share the one. Then there's this one. Coreal. 28. Phalanx. Frontier. And then Kanagara. I think of these, I like Frontier. I definitely like Frontier. Was there a blue girl? Is she considered blue? She's too dark. Too dark of a blue. I wasn't thinking she was blue. She doesn't even have blue hair. Why couldn't they have given her blue hair? Why did they give her blonde hair? I'm just like, was there a blue character? What? There's a blue mecha, but not a blue character? It's okay. I really like Frontier though. Do you think I could be the new mecha for I can be the new mecha pilot. I can pilot Frontier. I can pilot Frontier. I've got the training. I've got the know-how. You grab the stick and you pilot it. If there's pedals, you push the pedals. If it's a steering wheel, you steer the steering wheel. If there's buttons, you press the buttons unless they're big and red, in which case you have to make sure you scream really loudly before you push that big red button and have some witty one-liner to end the episode on. See, I can pilot a mecha. I can pilot a mecha. I got this. I know how it's done already. Anyone who has blue hair gets your seal of approval. That's good to hear. That's good to hear. You don't think it's that simple? Who said it was simple? Who said it was simple? I didn't say it was simple. Did you hear me talk about the pedals? Did the pedals? Having to push the pedals? At what tension? And steering the wheel. How many rotations? How many rotations? This is very complicated stuff, Evil. Very, very complicated stuff. And especially the big red button. That's the most complex part. The big red button and having to scream out that witty one-liner. How do you even know? How do you even know what witty one-liner to say? What if your witty one-liner isn't witty at all? That's the most complex one. That's so hard and difficult. The red button is the hardest part. It is. For sure. You never know what. You never know what. I realized I didn't show Titanic growth. Titanic growth! Oh my god, that made me think of Big O. Do you guys remember Big O? Do you guys remember Big O? I never finished Big O, but I remember Big O. I remember that. Sudden mutation. Ba, ba, ba. You remember Big O? It was on Toonami. Yeah, it was on Toonami. The only thing I remember is the Dorothy being weird with the mecha thing, and then like the butler being like an old military super spy, and a lot of their code words were like gibberish jargon and funny business. Lateral battle. Did you finish the show? Did you finish Big O? Ooh, we're on the monsters now. Oh my god. Oh my god. These are the monsters. Sigaios. Unknown. 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 Oh, we're decreasing. Arma Atlantis. Fire. This one's number 7. I noticed that the number is going down. This one's number 7. The Slatterer. The big monster. And then we've got Innocent Pursuer. That is pretty nice in this one. Vril Wall. Vril Wall. Isn't not so much of a wall, more like a centipede, if anything. Very centipede-esque, I think. Have there been any live-action mechas other than, what's the one? Pacific Rim? Pacific Rim? Have there been other mecha live actions other than that? And Power Rangers? There's more centipedes. There's more centipedes that showed up. More centipedes showed up in my plant. Is it time to water my plant again? Is it time? Oh, I didn't sleeve this one. I picked it up, I showed it. Didn't bother sleeving it. Puts it into the pile. My brain is on autopilot. We've got a couple of guardians now. Got a couple of guardians. Live action mechas. There's the really cheesy and low budget Mega Shark series on Amazon. What's Mega Shark? Mega Shark. And some of the Godzilla movies have mecha? Yeah, but that's kaiju. Mecha Godzilla doesn't count. Mecha Godzilla doesn't count. That's kaiju. That's kaiju. I mean, I guess these are kaiju. What they're fighting against some are somewhat kaiju-esque. They are kaiju. Vril Breaker. Look at that. Trying to think of something that comes to mind. Is it really that, like, not that popular in American culture? That can't be the case. They have Power Rangers. They have a lot of Power Rangers. Why isn't there more like that? Viril Parasite. Nom 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 nom. Nom 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 nom. Transformers. Transformers. I'll accept Transformers. I'll accept Transformers. Okay, okay. We got that. We got that. That's a big one too. That's a big one. Transformers is pretty big. Lumping kaiju together with mecha than just Pacific Rim and Power Rangers. Is that a mecha? I'll consider it. Even though they don't have pilots, even though they like pilots, it's still very big robots, I guess. Mecha Godzilla, I don't think counts because it's only that one, right? It's only that one. You only got that one. It's just same. It's Godzilla, but robot. We're fighting against this Viril, the vermin. Megabots Giant Robot Fighting League on YouTube? There's a fighting league? Megabots? Are those Legos? The Megabots are Legos, aren't they? Fuzzy. I think in the original Transformers cartoon, I think was it Megatron, the good guy? Is Megatron the good guy? Which one's the good guy? Which one's the bad guy? One of them died. One of them died. There was also a female robot. There was a female robot. Did you know that? There was a female Transformer. I don't know why there isn't any in the current one, but in the old cartoon, there was a female robot. This is a commander. Bingy. Megatron the good guy? Optimus Prime. Ah, I'm being so bad. Optimus Prime is the good one. Optimus Prime. I do believe Optimus Prime died in the original cartoon, if I'm remembering correctly. I think Optimus Prime died. They all cried. I'm having vague memories of this. Vague memories. There have been a few, multiple ones, so it's not the same one? It's never the same one? I always thought it was the same one. I didn't realize they just built new Optimus Primes. And they all have the same exact personality of being altruistic. This one's a disruptor. All of these kind of look like... Okay, I'm not crazy. I was about to say, like, a lot of these look like they were done by the same artist. This one's the same artist as well. They've got really nice, like, chalk traditional art techniques. Charcoal? They do really good with, like, the just blocking in colors. and being traditional. You remember, what is it? You remember the only Transformer movie you watched was the one where Optimus Prime dies. And like, oh, the first 10 minutes? What? And they bring him back in the end? He missed the whole movie. He was just sleeping, guys. He was tired. He needed to sleep. He was dead the whole movie? Was he the inciting incident? Was his death the inciting incident that caused the movie? Hmm? Ignore that. You think so? I would assume so. Wow, the death of Optimus Prime is pretty big. But I mean, if he caused that huge conflict, if the fact that like he could still be brought back, if he could be brought back, why did they start that conflict if they knew they could bring him back? Robots didn't need to die. Robots can just be rebuilt. Just rebuild your robot. I was watching another streamer play what's the game? The one about the robot? The one that's very story heavy. Why can't I remember? Ah, Detroit. Detroit Become Human. I didn't watch all of it, but I was just listening to it, and I was just like, man, this game is intense. This game is super intense. They were on a I think they were investigating what was going on, and there was a robot that was about to be replaced, and he got upset about being replaced, so shot the dad and took the girl hostage, and was about to like had her at gunpoint, and was like on the edge of a roof. I'm like, oh my god. Oh my god. This is intense. And then he got the robot to trust them, and then the robot got shot. And I was just like, what? And then I stopped watching because it was really good. I stopped watching because I'm just like, this is good. Looked it up. There have been 13 different primes, 13 different Optimus Primes. How do they build him? And has he always been the same? Like, is he the same? Is he actually the same robot, or is he just like model number Optimus Prime? Like, does he have the same personality? Is it the same mind? How does that work? 13 times. Objective of the movie was bringing him back from what you remember. It's been a while since you've seen it. They're different primes. Oh my god. Oh my god. Look at this card. Look at this Lucky Rabbit. It is super adorable. Hold on. It is super adorable. It is super fluffy. And then we've got this lucky bird, which is also super duper fluffy. It does not capture the fluffiness that is on the art. You'll have to get the game to see how fluffy this art is. 2.66K from the 25 backers. Yeah, it's going really well. And then we've got the spawn. Ba ba ba. Ba ba ba. There we go. I almost spilled all the cards. That would have been very bad. What's that? I kind of want to take a look at these dice. I want to look at these. I can't sleeve them. Dice rolling ASMR. Are these all the same sleeve? Is this the same sleeve? What do you do with sleeves that are like, you have leftovers of a pack, but you don't have enough to sleeve one whole thing with it? Can't tell. I think it's the same. It's close enough. These are really, really cool. And I noticed this when I was looking at them earlier. Their 20 is Mr. Smiley, guys. Wait, how do I show this? Do I show it right here? There you go. Their 20 is Mr. Smiley. Ah. Neato burrito. It is a Neato burrito. For some reason, there's something about a D20 and having like a handful of D20 that just feels powerful. Something just feels super duper powerful about having a whole hand full of D20. Because like the potential to have something really high from the roll is like really good. Like it just feels good, right? Because a normal dice, when you have normal dice, right? That's what? Up to 6. Up to 6, okay, fine. But knowing the potential that you can have higher, you can have like over 20. Over 20, like if every dice is 20 and then you have 40, that just feels super powerful. Are we going high? Or do we think it'll be higher or lower than 40? What do you guys think? Higher or lower? 10 minutes till the 2-hour mark. It's clack, clack, clack. I'm sorry, is it too loud? Is it too loud? Too loud of clacking? Lower than 40. 40 mark. Higher? Jack bets higher. And you lost, Spooky. You lost. It's definitely higher. The moment I saw Mr. Smiley, I'm just like, oh, Jack, you won. You won. Hi, Cotton. Good morning. Good morning. How are you doing today? These are nice. These are super thick. See, oh sorry, I didn't mean to clank it that hard. This is like the board, I'm assuming. To build your mecha. Whoop, there you go, like that. Durability, range, your melee, your energy. Construct your mecha. Okay. How do we put this back? What is this? We got more stuff here. Oh, these are probably the trackers for your energy. These are tiny red trackers for your energy. Okay. Beep. Thankfully, I didn't use too big of sleeves, and they still fit where I have found them. They still fit pretty well. Whether or not that's going to bite me in the butt is least to be seen. But they do exist there. Time to double sleeve them? No! I'm trying not to. Because I want them to fit in the box. They have to fit in the box. And then, so we have all of this space here too. Will the dice fit there? I mean, I guess I don't need to put this on top. In my head, I'm thinking like, oh, I would put that on top, but I guess I don't have to. And they can go into their own slit right here. Just like that? Or is it better for them to be right there? Because this feels awkward now. I don't want them there. There you go. Oh, it comes with the comic, guys. It comes with a comic. This is an actual comic. They always fit. No, they don't. Not when I double sleeve them, Cotton. When I double sleeve them, all manner of mayhem goes awry. You're gonna hello? You gonna focus? You're gonna think about it? You're gonna think about it? The box is stretching. I've got a little dent in my box, and I think that might be causing some cause for the shape. I've got a little dent in it. I want to go over this. I want to look at this. Look at this. It's a full-on comic. It's a full-on comic. They're playing the card games themselves. They're playing it themselves. What's going on here? Well, you know, core connections. Core connections. We're in the middle of a war. What do you? There's no time to be playing. What are you talking about? Well, listen here. We gotta take some time to ourselves. Take a little seat, sit upon a while. Yeah.
It's quite accurate. Battle simulation. We've even got your card. So we go the duel. We go fight. Box abuser? It came like that. It came pre-abused. When you read comics, do you give the characters voices in my head or out loud? In my head, I imagine specific voices for them, but out loud, I mean, I don't typically read comics too much. I could try, but I mean, you know. Oh, they're explaining the game. They're like, hey, yo, what? How do you play card game? 4 players. We'll bundle the siblings together even though they're both individuals. Oh my god, look at that. This is such a cool concept. And the characters are also very adorable. Look at that. They're all trying to play card game. I love this. Oh my god! Oh my god! And the art on this one. Look at that. Dude, main character red chick is so Gurren Lagann feel. She's so Gurren Lagann feel. She's very Gurren Lagann. And then blue chick is like the closest thing I can think would be Code Geass. That's the closest thing I can think is Code Geass. And then they fight. And then the sun just breaches over the debris that has kicked up from their encounter with one another. They have had a great battle this day. This battle was won, but it shall continue on for another day. And that's the new game. This one. Or no, this one's the expansion? No. Yeah. But this is so cool. Can you imagine? Can you imagine if Japanime makes mini comics for all of the different games, makes different stories? That would be so cool. Ah. Miniature comics for every game. Deep overarching branching stories for each iteration. Forever. That'd be really cool. Let us go to just chatting. Look at that. That's really exciting. Look at that, look at that. The Gamefound is going along quite swimmingly. Very, very swimmingly. It's got 16 days to go. 16 days. So definitely check it out on Gamefound. The second game. This is gonna be for the second game. Available out on Gamefound. There's a lot of cool bundles. Let me see what. There's a lot of cool bundles. Sorry, I know you guys can't see. I'm really bad at like I'm such a collector, so I would get like the one that has everything. The one that would absolutely just have everything. But that's just me. That's just me. I'm a collector. Ergo is my curse. Did it just change? Or am I being weird? I could. I thought I said 2.6. But maybe I was just mistaking it for the backers. Maybe. Maybe. Let's see what we've got going here. I hope you guys enjoyed that. I really like looking over core connections with you guys and talking about mecha and watching the release, the launch go live. You love my transitions? Thank you. I worked really hard on them. It took me a while to kind of figure out how to get it to work and how to do it, how to implement it, and then to be able to make the animation frame by frame. It took me a little bit of time to figure that out. And how to get the transparency to work. I drew a door. And I think I grabbed an example of an opening door animation, and I had to like look at that, and I'm like, okay. And then I think the hardest part was trying to figure out how to get it into a format that OBS could read, and timing it to the specifications that I wanted. The transitions are really cool. Thank you so much. It means a lot to me that you guys really like it. I worked really hard on it. Also finding the sound effect. I was just like, I want a specific sound effect. And the lighting too. I had to figure that out. I was just like, I hate After Effects. Is there a way I can do this not After Effects, or does it have to be in After Effects? I actually looked up a tutorial for volumetric lighting in After Effects, and then after fiddling with that, I'm just like, this isn't coming out the way that I want it to be. I don't like this. I think I'm overthinking. It sounds complicated. It's alright. It's doable. I might have just like overthought things. That's always a thing that's a possibility. Me just overthinking and overcomplicating things because I don't know off the top of my head. If I don't know off the top of my head, I try to think of so many elaborate ways to get it done. But thank you so much. It really means a lot to me that you guys like it and enjoy it. I was just like, this door is really important. It's your guys' access point to my cafe. So I wanted it to be the transition and everything. It was really important to me. But yeah, I'm really glad you guys liked it. Oh. I forgot to turn off the music. Turn off? There you go. So that was it for today. As I mentioned before, if you are interested in Core Connections, we do have it live up on Gamefound. In terms of this upcoming Thursday, it is going to be Elden Ring again. I am going to go back on that grind trying to get rid of that tree guy. So I guess that's something to look forward to. There's going to be a lot of screaming. A lot of screaming. Unfortunately, I can't go so long on that one. I can't go super long because I do have a meeting. So it'll be the standard 3-hour slot for that one. Elden Ring, you're excited? You're excited for Elden Ring? I'm not that good. I'm not that good, Jack. I'm just gonna let you know right now. I'm not that good and I scream a lot. I'm gonna die a lot. I've already died a lot. And it's only on the first guy too. Oh, it's only on the first guy. Nice screaming is your favorite. Oh, you guys like weird things. But yes, I guess that's something you guys will look forward to on Thursday. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead. I'm gonna raid Minari. Oh, whoa. They are playing Omori friends. Doesn't matter how good you are, Elden Ring is always a joy to watch. Really? Really? It's my first time playing a Souls-like game. It's my first time. I don't know if that adds more value to that I've never played any Souls-like game before. You are pretty weird and you do like to hang out with me. Aw, thank you. What do you mean I'm weird? No, you're weird. You're... Yeah, I'm weird. Listen, I'm just a big old foodie that likes ramen of all shapes and sizes and wants to eat all the ramen possibilities that I can. I want to try them all. I want to try all the ramen. I had a really good ramen. I think it was 2 weeks ago. Yeah, I had a really good ramen 2 weeks ago. I should post it up. It was really funny because the place was vibing, really vibing. They had like manga that they had cut up and pasted onto their tables for decoration. And there was like a bar and everything. It felt very New York. It felt very New York. It was like a New York joint. And then at one point, I asked the waitress. I was just like, she came by. Alrighty, is there anything else I can help you with? And I'm like, do you skateboard? And she's like, yes, I do. It was like really quick, no hesitation. Yes, I do. I was like, oh, like I don't think she was expecting me to ask that. And she's like, what gave it away? Was it the knee pads? And she like knocks on her knees and it's like, I was like, oh my God, I didn't even notice that. It's so dark in here. You're wearing knee pads. Like, why? Ramen is good. Sad your ramen place closed due to COVID. Oh, I'm sorry. Do you have old pictures of it? Did you ever take any pictures of it when it was still open? Like any bowls you got? Delicious bowls so you can kind of reminisce? And hopefully there'll be new ramen joints. Or you might have to travel further, but maybe you'll discover something cool the further you travel. That one always happens. But anyway, let's go ahead and raid Minari. I can go on and on forever about ramen if you guys let me, and then we'll be trapped here forever. But I'm gonna have some soup, so hopefully I don't feel as bad or as illy. Hopefully I feel better. But yeah, I really appreciate and I really appreciate you guys being here with me. And sharing this moment of the Gamefound going live. I always get excited for new launches like that. Have a great day. Yeah, thank you. You too. You too. Love the stream today. Yeah, it was a great stream. Oh, I really appreciate it. I liked talking about all of the animes and stuff, all of the mechas. Get well soon. Thank you. I will have lots and lots of soup. I will stay hydrated, and I will get better. I know you guys can't tell. You can't tell that I'm feeling unwell. I'm well, but I was just like, I have to be for the launch. Anyway, I will see you guys, okay? I'll see you on Thursday. Goodbye.